Hello everybody and welcome to the Charlotte Roval for a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race here in NASCAR 25. Of course, drivers to watch are myself driving as Corey Heim, our 2025 champion, and then Ross Chastain and Kyle Busch here as we get ready to start our qualifying lap here at the Charlotte Roval here in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. As I thought I'd do some truck road course racing to showcase on this game here in NASCAR 25 and having a lot of fun with everything so far here in this game. Obviously, the road racing physics are just great. Obviously, a few complaints about the corner cutting and some of the cautions, but that can be fixed in future games. So there's really some nitpicks as here we are going through the double right-handed there to go through the course. Now heading to this new portion of the course, added 2024. Of course, you go up the hill full speed here, heading into the chicane, where it's a heavy braking zone. Here, when you go on to NASCAR 1 and 2 on the left here, you just got to slam on the brakes. And I cannot get the truck to turn. We go all the way up the track, lose a ton of momentum, tag the wall a little bit. It's a very, very tough corner to drive and figure out. Of course, my first time driving this layout of the track. Of course, I've driven the normal Charlotte Roval layout countless times in NASCAR Heat 5, but here we are once again doing it in NASCAR 25 with the new layout, so we can really outbrake the AI really strong here through the backstretch chicane. A really fun portion of the course. You can hop on those turtles, get by the little trilogy boards right there, and get going on the road here to NASCAR 3 and 4, and then heading to the front stretch chicane, trying to see where this time is going to end up. So far, we're at a 1:15. See where we're going to end up here as you go past pit road, and now we head to the front stretch chicane here, one of the tougher corners to get on the brakes accurately and not cut the corner right there. So I was kind of a little aggressive but conservative at the same time. We're going to come across, put down a 1:28.19, which puts us 14th. As Ross Chastain gets the pole over Gio Ruggiero, Kyle Busch, and Ty Majeski. We have our work cut out for us as the champion, Corey Heim, from 14th. And all the way to the back of the grid there, you got, Brian Doza and Norm Benning as we get ready for pre-race ceremonies to kick off the EcoSave 250 from the Charlotte Roval. So here we go, starting from 14th, right next to Grand Figure behind Ben Rhodes. You're green and underway here at the Charlotte Roval. Can we find our way to victory lane and be in the mix at the end of this thing, as Corey Heim, of course, won this race in real life, which punched his ticket to the championship four. We're already getting into the door of Tyler Ankrum and Daniel Hemrick into turn 1, now up through turn 2 and into turn number 3, back down into second gear to the inside of Parker Kligerman, hopping on the top turtle curb. Some contact there, getting aggressive early, now underneath William Sawalich, side by side, rubbing his race in physical battle for 5th position early in this race. We've done a great job, already up 9 positions from the drop of the green flag. Now behind the 2024 champion of Majeski. We'll go to the inside of him and give a shot to the 2-time Cup champ and all-time Truck Series wins leader of Kyle Busch. We'll go to the inside of him and try to send it into this hairpin underneath our teammate Gio Ruggiero, the Rookie of the Year. And a little bit of contact right there as this battle continues, but Ruggiero holds the position. And we are on to NASCAR 1 and 2. We have to drop down to 3rd position and try to chase down both Ross Chastain, the race leader, and second place Gio Ruggiero, our teammate, the rookie out of Seekonk, Massachusetts. So we completely send it to the backstretch chicane, completely outbreak Ruggiero. Get whacked, son. Nothing you can do about that one. Right by Gio we go as we completely outbreak him by a country mile, and it worked beautifully. And we are into P2. Here the Charlotte Roval going to conclude this opening lap of racing here at this course, modified road course, from a track that we are quite familiar with here, the Roval, from a lot of NASCAR heat races here, but clean through the front stretch chicane. Beautiful lap 1, up to second, 12 spots gained in the first lap, and now here on the final lap, stage 1, we just fall further and further back, now almost 8 seconds behind Ross Chastain, who will easily dominate, lead every lap, and win stage 1 here at the Roval. We will follow him through to a strong second place finish, get 9 stage points on the day. Great start for us so far with P2 after starting 14th here in stage 1. Chastain, myself, Kyle Busch, Parker Kligerman, and Ruggiero, the top 5. Then the rest of the stage results, we got points to be Sawalich, Ben Rhodes, Connor Mozak, and Lane Riggs. So we're going to go on to stage number 2 here. The Charlotte Roval, we try to get to the lead for the first time today. Here we are on the outside of Chastain, our first real good opportunity to take the lead away. We send into turn 1 and 2, go a little bit wide and a little bit aggressive on the braking. Going to cost us. Chastain back around as Kyle Busch to our inside, but we drive it back on the outside. Back around Busch for a second. Now we send it to the inside of Chastain into the turtle curbs. Contact for the lead here in the Roval. We get physical and we are using up Ross Chastain and we are battling for the lead. Heading into the new portion of the course here. Heading into the hairpin corner through over the turtle curve. We clear Ross Chastain and we are leading the way at the Roval for the first time today. With that pass on the 44 of Ross Chastain. Now we're going to get on the brakes here. Going to this hairpin corner. I try to get aggressively to turn. I kind of turn a little bit early, but we still get a pretty solid exit to the corner right there. That's actually a really good hairpin corner for myself right there to maintain P1 over Ross Chastain and try to drive away. So here we are, 3 to go on the stage. We get loose and almost spin ourselves out off of the turtles here in turn 3. And that's going to open the door for the two-time Cup Series champion Kyle Busch to get to our outside lane in the Gamebridge Chevy for Spire Motorsports. So now here comes Kyle Busch in the lead, but we are tracking him back down here, heading to the hairpin corner. We can just send it much even than they can. Slam on the brakes, use the tires, use the fuel to make this pass. We get back around Busch here, heading to the hairpin corner. We got to be careful. We got to execute here, but we just go wide. Bad line through the corner, lose a ton of momentum. Busch back to our inside, and Kyle Busch takes the lead back here at the Roval as we go through NASCAR 1 and 2, heading to the backstretch chicane here at the Charlotte Roval. We try to close back in on Kyle Busch, who's now pulled almost an entire second on us as we head into the backstretch chicane. We just go full send, and Kyle Busch can't even defend. We're on his outside trying to make the pass work. Busch overcooks the corner. We stay following him here through on a NASCAR 3 and 4, heading into the front stretch chicane. We are still going to have a shot at sending it in there and trying to find a way by Busch here to get the stage 2 win. We've been so strong this stage. Busch is taking advantage of our mistake. Now here you are, front stretch chicane, beautiful outbreaking right to the inside, hopping the curb. Oh, absolutely beautiful move right there through the chicane. Absolutely waxed Kyle Busch to P1. Now here we are later this lap, 2 to go on the stage. We go wide in the hairpin once again. Busch gets to our inside, contact being made, and we're going to hold Kyle Busch down right against the apron right here. Maybe possibly could be practice for later in this race if we are in a very similar situation with how we have started through that hairpin all race long. So it's the one corner I can't figure out. Besides that, everywhere else we are pretty much good through the racetrack. So now we're back in the lead. And now on the final lap of stage 2 here at the Charlotte Roval, we are going through the backstretch chicane in control over Kyle Busch and Ty Majeski. Busch might have one last crack at us here heading into the front stretch chicane, but I'm pretty confident we'll be able to outbrake him as we come out of the oval turn 4 here down to the front stretch chicane, looking to get our first Truck Series stage win. And it's going to come at the Charlotte Roval as we are going to win stage 2 for Corey Heim here at the Roval over Kyle Busch and Ty Majeski, the top 3, followed by Ross Chastain and Parker Kligerman, the top 5. Rest of the drivers earning stage points are going to be Sawalich, Riggs, Ruggiero, and Tyler Ankrum. So we're going to the third and final stage of action here from the Charlotte Roval. Could potentially be a dramatic finish here. We have pretty much 7 laps to go, possibly 1 pit stop left to be made. We send it underneath the 7 of Kyle Busch, and we clear for the lead here through turns 1 and 2 of the Charlotte Roval. We are back in control, trying to drive away here in this final stage of racing to bring home the victory after what's been a wild race. Come from behind early, starting 14th, charging up to 2nd by the end of the first lap. Now we go way up the curve into the tire barrier with 4 to go. We hit that barrier hard. We continue on, and for some reason, the caution's going to be called. So I guess for strict yellows, they're going to call that one. And of course, we realize that would not be a yellow at all. So here we are, 2 to go. NASCAR overtime. Here at the Charlotte Roval, we are through turns 1 and 2, clear of Busch and Chastain, trying to maintain the lead. I see a beautiful view here in the replay of us driving away from everyone else here, trying to bring home the victory here at the Charlotte Roval. And now we get too loose over the curb and into the wall. We go hard. We're making huge mistakes in the final lap. Oh my goodness, it's an absolute choke job going on as we barely clear Kyle Busch. Heading into the hairpin corner. It's been our worst corner all day long. We still have a whole lap and a half to go to hold on to this lead here at the Charlotte Roval. It's going to be quite dramatic scenes. We hop over that turtle curb trying to cut that corner, not quite successful. We get tight. Here goes Busch to our inside, and just like in stage 2, just like we rehearsed, we got to get into the door of Kyle Busch, slow him down, hold him there on the apron to give us a shot to outbreak him here into the backstretch chicane. As we are still side by side, we are just slamming doors here. Heading to the backstretch chicane, going to the white flag next time by. We completely send it clear over Kyle Busch, and through the backstretch chicane we go in the lead, coming to the final lap here at the Charlotte Roval. White flag in the air, final lap presented by Credit One Bank. Can we survive to bring home the victory as we go through turn 1 and we almost completely spin the truck out? Our worn tires really starting to take effect, causing us to make some mistakes. But we currently have a 1.5 second lead over Kyle Busch. We have driven away after that early mistake on the restart. Now we're just going to put it nice and carefully here through this corner, not spin out like we did last time, and get to the wall. Now heading into the corner, leading into the backstretch chicane. Or sorry, not the backstretch chicane, the hairpin. Here the shuttle, we go off in the grass. I'm driving it this hard. I want this win so bad. I'm pushing with everything I've got in this truck to try to bring it home. As we head now into the hairpin, we're going to take the left-hander, and a decent rendering of it. Still slow as you get into the wall. Not ideally as we want. That's going to allow Kyle Busch to close in a lot of time. And he'll be just within range to kind of be in the mix in case I make a mistake here as we head to the backstretch chicane for the final time at the Charlotte Roval, as we just barely tap the wall on entry. Nice conservative line through the corner, not wanting to push everything. We got a big enough lead, but now Kyle Busch right in our back bumper, and the battle is on for the win. Kyle Busch within striking distance as we were trying to hold him off here in the final banked curve of the Charlotte Roval. We are heading into the front stretch chicane, having some momentum. Busch lifting off the gas behind us, and here we are through the front stretch chicane, and we're going to come through to win at the Charlotte Roval for Corey Heim and Tricon Garage. We win it in overtime and a dramatic finish, holding off Kyle Busch and Parker Kligerman, two of the best in the business on the road courses, to get Corey Heim the dub here at the Charlotte Roval in the EcoSave 250. Absolutely beautiful scenes. Here are the final results. We get the win. Busch, Kligerman, Ruggiero, and Riggs the top 5. Great run there for Gio. Then you got Ankrum, Chastain, Sawalich, Majeski, and a top 10 effort from Connor Mozak, who's also a pretty solid road racer. You see where everyone else is there throughout the rest of the grid. Norm Benning, no surprise, at the back of the grid of his 73-year-old self. Still kicking it out there as we pick up the win at the Charlotte Roval. So as we conclude this episode, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It means a ton to me, helps this channel. I really do appreciate it. If you are watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. Only takes a couple of seconds. It helps me out. And then if you want to become a channel member like JJ, Brendan Breen, and Jeremy Isley, who I really appreciate it, and support this channel, link is in the description down below. Only $5 a month. You get shout out in the video, other exclusive perks, fun stuff. So link for that is in the description down below. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.